hands. I don't know if I shared my screen. Probably not.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I did share my screen. I'm on
Wow.
fire
I'm
today.
I'm impressed. Yeah. Wow.
On my game. Alright, so I marked some hands from the Bieber.
All right.
You rip here. What you think, bro?
Um, I think it's profitable, but I think maybe just raising to like 28 is pretty reasonable and maybe a better option. We could check too, but I would prefer to like go 3x or a little over.
Here's an interesting question. How well does your hand play as a jam?
Um, Pretty good. I mean, I think I have decent equity versus calling ranges, and I have a lot of fold equity.
What's well, every hand has fold equity. What does he call you with? Because this guy
Um,
always folds. Let's just assume this guy always fucking folds for the most part.
so the first limper probably calls me with like sixes plus, ace king, ace queen, ace jack, ace 10 suited maybe. I guess that's about it. Maybe like king queen suited.
Yeah, I don't know what he calls it because I think there's a probability that every time he calls you, it's just like a big overpair like ace king or something.
Hmm. Yeah.
I mean, there's some chance that that's his range, but his range could also just be queens plus when he calls you. Like it ranges from queens plus to I think what you said is about the widest it could be.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So if that's like so that's kind of a problem because if his range is just queens plus, obviously jamming sevens is really fucking bad. It's a pretty bad hand to jam.
But he's gonna fold 80% of the time.
But then he's gonna fold a fuckload. Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Um, so
I kind of think that Ray's folding though is better because if it is somewhat likely that he's just gonna get it in with those hands, I think he would just like four bet shove all those hands.
or three bet shove, yeah,
Or three bet shove, yeah.
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 The
Um,
problem is then if he calls, you have to play out of position with like SPR of 2.5.
yeah, it's pretty awkward. Yeah.
It's pretty awkward. Um, I don't know. I don't. Fucking check is pretty good, man. Make a lot of money with checking.
Yeah.
I like that play.
True. Yeah.
Well, the problem is like I feel like jamming has to make a lot more money than checking for me to just choose it over jamming, and I have to be really confident.
Yeah.
That
Makes sense.
I don't know how much money I make checking, and I don't know how much money I make jamming either.
Hmm. Sorry, checking is really hard to say what
Jamming's
it's
really
worth.
hard to say 'cause we don't. His limping ranges are so. Is dynamic the right word or variable?
Um, yeah,
Yeah, so we
I
have no
think
idea what the fuck he's limping with.
yeah.
Um, I don't know. What the fuck do you think we should do here? Because I think raising has to be a bad play. Just playing it out of position. That's plot to stack ratio in this hand. I think it's just terrible. But
Hmm.
we don't know how good checking is. We don't know how good jamming is. We just know they're both good. So what do we do?
Um, well, one argument for checking is just lower variance. Um, Based on the blind level, we could be somewhat close to a min cash here, which is a bit relevant. Um, it's hard. It's hard to say. We could still be like 30, 40 places away from the min cash, depending on the tournament. So I don't really know. But
Okay, so here's what I'll say. I will say I think a good way to look at this is logically, you just have to be really confident that a jam is better than a check.
okay.
Otherwise, I think it's a pretty bad jam.
And you don't like raising to like 3.4x or something.
I'm pretty confident that that's not the best play.
Okay.
Unless you're just like a wizard post flop or this guy really sucks or something. I just feel like it's a hard hand to play out of position
Hmm.
on a lot of boards where you don't hit a set.
Okay.
And I guess that's just like a good general rule of thumb. Generally, when you risk all your chips and you have two other options, you better be pretty confident that that's the best play.
Yeah.
And it seems like a lot of hands you're kind of trigger happy with like your 20 to 25 big blind stacks in a lot of
Yeah,
spots.
for sure. Yeah, and I think part of the problem is like in game here. I know shoving. I'm like very confident that shoving is profitable here, but I don't even know for sure if limping is profitable. Um, I
What,
think it should be, but
checking? You mean?
sorry. Yeah, checking. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, check.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Obviously, checking is profitable. I don't have to put any more chips in.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Never mind.
So yeah, I'm not saying the shove is bad. I'm just saying if you shove here, you better be really confident that checking's the best play.
Yeah, makes sense.
Especially if it's close to the money.
Oh, I remember this hand.
All right, so we go for the check raise,
Yeah.
which I guess we just assume he has nothing or the nuts or something.
Um. Yeah. I mean, he could definitely have a lot of pairs. I think, which makes this just a fold. I think check fold.
Yeah, I don't know what's a good hand to bluff with here.
Um. I don't think there's really any hands that I should check raise fold. I think check shoving some diamonds makes sense.
Why don't you think you should check? You don't think we should check raise fold? You just feel confident his range is really strong.
I just don't think we have enough fold equity. I think his range has some aces in it. Actually, a decent amount of aces in it. Pocket pairs aren't bet folding on this. I don't think pocket pairs are ever bet folding with this stack size.
And you don't think he has just like some jack highs, ten highs, nine highs type hands?
Nah, I don't. Off his stack.
Yeah.
I mean, we have no stats on him, but just based on the tendency of anyone playing at this spot, I don't think he would have any of that stuff.
And are you like factoring in pre-flop when you make that decision?
Yeah, yeah,
Like that he would just shove a bunch of hands?
yeah. I don't think he would just min raise there with like Jack nine.
I agree. I think his range is too strong to bluff.
Yeah, I think we should just be check folding. And I actually posted this hand on a forum, and my question was, should we even be defending here? I mean, I know the price is ridiculous that we're getting. Um,
I think these could be a fold because it's basically like facing an EP open, given his raise first 10.
yeah, okay. That was kind of the conclusion I came to as well, that we should just fold here. Pre.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
folding to offsuit twos, threes, fours seems pretty reasonable.
Yes, it seems like I don't know. I feel kind of dirty folding for to a min raise there, but with his stack size. But it's just like I don't know if we can turn a profit.
I just wanted to see if this was a call. So you're getting 3.3 to 1. Do you think it's a call here?
Um, no, I don't.
Either. Should we
'Cause
run it or are you like super confident?
we can run it if you want. My main reason why I don't call here is because the guy who RFI'd is all in. If he had 25K, I think it becomes a lot more of a call. But when we have to run the streets with him, it makes it a lot worse.
Okay. Yeah, I don't
Uh,
I don't think you have 20. The thing is I think you realize all your equity. So if you had 24% equity, I'd say it's a call.
okay.
Because
Well, but I think
go ahead.
that's a good point. Yeah, I mean maybe it is. I think we do have 20. I think we probably have 23% here.
Do you disagree that we realize all our equity?
Um,
We're pretty close to it. 'Cause-
I think we definitely realize it all against the all-in guy. The small blind flatter No, I wouldn't say all of it, but yeah, pretty close. 90% maybe.
Yeah, so let's give that guy 35%. And, I don't know what the fuck you want to give this guy. We'll just
Yeah, yeah.
give him a quick range. I'm not going to stress too much about it. I don't like stressing about ranges. Because you could always run other ranges. So,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, so 19%. I don't think I could tweak this and make you have more than that equity.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I don't think there's anything I could do. Unless I gave him like all the aces and kings, which I probably fucking did. Shit. So, fuck
Oh,
you. It won't stop. It's a
what? What is going on with it?
stop, motherfucker.
Try the X.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Then I have to plug in all the ranges again. Anyways, I think even if we took out like all the big pocket pairs and shit, it's still you still don't have enough equity.
Yeah, because 24% is not enough in my opinion. I
Yeah.
think we need to have 27, 28%.
I don't know what this is, a misclick or shenanigans or rebuy or
Uh, it could. I don't know. That's kind of strange. It could be. Yeah, I don't really know.
yeah. What do you think your calling range should be here?
Um, ace, ace six off plus ace three suited plus pairs. Uh, all pairs. King queen suited. Um, maybe king queen off.
Run this in ICMizer because I think it's like King Jack suited is a call and King 10 suited is like negative 40 chips or something like that.
Okay.
So I think King Queen off is a snap if you're shoving Nash, and yeah, I think King Queen off's gonna make you like 150 chips or 200 chips or something.
Okay.
Let's go to your side, so I guess the people watching can see, even though we mostly just disregard them.
Okay.
No, Bovada, go away. Go away. No. Someone's gonna hack into my Bovada, steal my $30.
Oh no.
Share your screen, brother.
Yep. 1 second.
Where are you in that picture?
I am in England.
England. Cool.
Yeah, that was in Keswick, which is like the nature area of England. It's northwest England. Okay, where it is. All right, you got my screen.
I do.
And what do you want to look at?
Just what do you call that jam with?
Okay.
You might want to use Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Uh,
Did you get my Hillary Rodham Clinton reference or no?
I did.
Yes.
Damn
Nailed
it.
it.
Come on. I think ICMizer would be better, faster,
Okay.
if I can remember how to log in. Come on, come on.
Oh, I pasted you the hand.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm cool like that.
Look at you, you're just on the ball today.
I know. I've been vegan for 3 weeks, so feeling super fresh.
Have you?
Yeah.
Nice. How's that? Do you notice a big difference?
The first week was really fucking hard. I felt like shit a lot of
Really?
days. Yeah. But
Huh.
every day I feel pretty good, man. Get get shit done all the time. My life's pretty hectic and busy, but I'm able to go throughout the whole day without needing a rest or a nap or anything like that.
That's pretty awesome.
I'm gonna experiment more. I guess I'm gonna switch back to meat for a few weeks and then back to vegan, then back to meat, maybe.
Huh. Interesting. Well, you'll have to keep me updated on that. I feel I love meat too much to completely give it up, but I've cut back a lot in the past little while.
Yeah, personally, I just never eaten meat, or is eaten the right word? I never ate meat and felt good afterwards. Just never
Oh
happened.
yeah, yeah.
What the fuck is that chart thing? Just give me the fucking range.
I'm trying to. There we go. Uh,
Hit calculate. Oh, there you go. Oh shit, it's way off. Man, I don't know anything. Is he? You call that wide? I'm stupid.
that's versus Nash.
Okay, let's give him tighter than Nash, because I guess intuitively that's what I felt like.
He should be tighter, just based on tendencies and based on my stack. He's shoving.
Yeah, take off some offsuit aces. Definitely keep all the pairs in. Take off like 5%. Let's see what happens. We're on a.
Is that 5%? No, any little bit more.
There we go.
Something like that.
Coolio. You had save, so you're fucking
Ah,
fish.
I do that every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nit.
Yeah. So it's like king 10 off. Is plus 170, and it's for our whole stack though. So I don't know
Mhm.
if you want to take that, but definitely king 10 suited plus. What if we took off another 5%? What's worst case scenario here? Take off like offsuit jacks and queens. I don't know.
Mm.
Do whatever you want. That's 5%. That's 6%. All right, that's fine. Okay, so this is like our worst case scenario call range. So yeah, it's still king 10 suited is almost never a fold.
Mhm. Yeah.
Ace 8 offsuit never a fold. Okay.
9-8. 9-8 off is never a call.
I don't know what this hand is.
The only thing that I can think that makes sense, which is I'm not saying this is what this is, but sometimes if I'm in a satellite and it's already over, but like sometimes the couple of hands play out after it's already really over and you already have a ticket.
Hmm.
I would just call it anything here because I know I already have a ticket, but I don't know if that's what this is,
Okay.
but
Cool. Well, I learned something today. King 7 tight. Start it up. Uh, so this guy. So what happens here? So it goes raise, call, call, call. This guy bets 800, and we just flat. Which makes total sense. And the turn. What do you think of this line?
I think it's pretty weird. Um, I think I should just be check calling again. Um, maybe check piling, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think I don't know why I lead here. I remember this hand too. A lot of these hands I remember going over after playing and being like wugs.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, it seems like a check jam.
Yeah,
Leading just doesn't really make much sense.
I agree.
He jams the riv. It's a fun spot.
Yeah, I think we should fold.
Well, he has aces, so you're gonna lose.
Yeah, I mean any king pretty much beats us. Um, Well, I don't know. Did he limp pre? I forgot what.
What raise he called?
Okay, so probably most kings that he has beats us. Could have straights. Could have 8x. Um, could have aces.
Did you think that 3 pair beats 2 pair here?
I don't think so.
Cool. That's good.
I think I was like, oh, that five's useless.
Good.
But it's
That's good.
actually pretty bad for us because they could have 7-9.
True that. So yeah, I thought this was
Oh, I called.
yeah.
Ugh.
It's not the best placer, Douglas. No.
Oh, that's terrible.
You called this shove. What do you think of that?
Uh, wait, with king nine off?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty bad.
Yeah. What do you think you should call with?
Um, king jack suited, king queen off, most aces, like fives plus, maybe like sevens plus.
I fold. I mean, we could run a few different ranges, but I fold like a lot here. I don't know. Let's run this hand on your side with first like a bunch of different ranges and see what the calling ranges look like.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, we'll just go to your side. I
Uh,
think we could take like big pocket pairs out of his range.
yeah, I'll just make a range. I'll make what range I think he has first, and then you can tell me what you think about it if that sounds good.
We'll run multiple different ranges.
Okay.
It's never good to run one range.
Did you send me the hand history?
I did not. Was not on the ball for that one. You started commenting on how it was on the ball, and you got me to fuck up. Put the pressure on.
Ruined it. Okay, I'm just grabbing the hand history.
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
So you said fives plus king
Well,
queen
I'm giving him. Yeah. Sorry.
for calling range. I meant like five plus king queen and like most aces. You said.
Yeah. Uh. I mean, I don't really know what he's going to be shoving here.
Me neither.
I'll just do my best, but I mean, I think it's a pretty small range that's capped, but not. It's capped, but it's also not super weak. So hands like this.
Okay.
But I don't know how many combos I want to really give him here.
Mhm.
I mean, can we just start with just this and then
Yeah.
build on it?
Yeah. We're gonna have to run like a lot of different ranges here and see what's going on because it's just such an uncertain spot.
Yeah.
Okay. So versus this range, you should call any pair ace nine suited plus queen jack suited 9/8 suited.
Hmm.
I think any range you give where 9/8 suited to call here like has to be too wide. All right, let's tweak this a bit.
Okay.
So let's I don't know, let's take out like 2% or something. Take off some of his weaker hands. Yeah, take off like king 10 suited, queen jack suited. There we go. Now run it. It's a weird call.
That's a very weird. Yeah.
um, what if you added nines and tens into the range? Oh, the blinds are wrong. Uh,
Oh. Oh, are they?
Yeah, yeah.
What were the blinds?
They are 150, 300. And your stack was 3K. 3,300.
Weird. I wonder why it messed all that up.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's run this again. It should be tighter here.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. So king
Wow.
queen.
I don't know. I don't know why I call it here.
Yeah, let's run a few different more. Let's run a few more ranges.
Okay.
Go back to your initial range again.
That was like this, something like this.
Yeah, no nines either. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I mean, I think that's like the widest you can call. And I don't think you should be calling ace 9 suited or ace 10 off for like 110 chips here. Or maybe you should. I mean, you're pretty far away from the money.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
ace 10, king jack suited plus seems like the widest you could possibly call.
Hmm.
I don't know. Do you think you could potentially widen this? Like, do you think you could
Um.
make his range weaker for shoving?
Yeah, I do a little bit.
Alright, let's see.
I mean, he could have these. Uh, he could have. No, that's it. Just those other pairs, I guess.
Maybe take off some like ace queen or something. Take off like ace king or something.
Maybe like ace king suited.
Yeah, sure. Okay, run it. Alright, so I think this is the widest you could possibly call. Okay.
Huh.
So yeah. And the tightest I think you could call, I think, let's look at like the tightest range we could give him here. So give him like tens through fours and like just like ace king, ace queen. Now, let's assume he's like shoving somewhat correctly and not stupidly.
So do you want to get rid of this stuff, like the
Yeah,
queen?
all that shit, get rid of.
Do you want to keep these king, queen, king,
No,
jack, or
no.
so just this?
And take off ace jack suited. So I think this is the tightest range you could possibly have. This is worst case
Okay.
scenario.
So weird that the king, queen suited to fold, but the king ten and king jack
Yeah,
are not.
yeah, never call jack 10 suited. So worst case scenario is like sixes plus, ace queen suited plus.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
best case scenario was like fours plus, ace 10 plus, king queen,
Yep.
king jack suited plus.
Yep.
So the best play lies somewhere between there,
Yeah.
I'd say. And I think that's about the best we can do. But you should definitely not be calling ace 9 and under. And definitely not calling king 9 off.
Yeah. Terrible.
So yeah, that's the best we could do with plays like this, just because it's so. I mean, we have no clue what the fuck he's shoving.
Hmm. Yeah.
Just seeing, you could run like a 7.5% range, but I think we did something like that before. I don't know if you remember the result, but we already did it.
Yeah. It was in between these two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty reasonable to call in like that middle range. I don't think that's that unreasonable.
Yeah.
But never call king
It's-
9 off. You beat the 9 though.
But why?
Scam.
Yeah.
Well done, sir. Well
Thank you.
fucking done. Alright, so how good of a bluff spot do you think this is?
Um. Can you? Did what happened on the flop? It just like skipped over. I didn't see it. Oh, it's just a limp and then check, check, check.
Correct. You got
I don't think it's a very good bluff spot.
it. Why, my brother?
because I think I'm getting called by any pair. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe actually probably is a decent bluff spot because I can have any seven, all sevens, and
Exactly. Look how many fucking sevens you have. You have none of these sevens like raise pre, unless you're getting crazy. You have
the,
all these sevens.
the villain does too,
I don't know
right?
if he limps all the sevens, and I don't know if if he has A7 suited on the button, not A7, or is he limping all these? Is he limping all these? Is he limping all these? Is he checking
Yeah,
flop in position with a gutter?
true, true. Yeah,
You would, but not him. You have 192 fucking combos of sevens minus blockers here and there. Let's say subtract 30% for that. So you have fucking 140 combos of just sevens.
it's also a spot where like I think I can get value too from some hands.
Mm-hmm. And we haven't even considered two pairs and top pairs and stuff.
Yeah,
So you have a lot of fucking hands.
you.
A lot of fucking hands. We could do two pairs too. Want to do two pairs? Let's throw in the two pairs here. So you have all the 6 5s. You got all the 8 6s. You got all the 9 5s. 9 6 9.
But quick question: is it possible that it's higher EV to check call and let villain bluff?
Uh, it is possible. I. It could be possible. Sure. I mean, there's a pretty decent argument for like if you were to run this in PIO solver, I can almost guarantee it doesn't always want you to bet with your sevens and always want you to bet with your two pairs.
Mm-hmm.
I would guess though it wants you to bet more often than you check though.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, makes sense.
So you add in the two pairs. Am I missing any two pairs here?
Um,
No, I'm not
I
missing
don't
any.
think so.
And then I'll take, let's say you raise you're pretty raisy out of the big blind. Then we throw in your pretty good top pairs, and you have like 360 combos minus quite a bit, minus a decent amount. So maybe minus a third. So maybe you have like 240 value combos.
Uh
So you do quite a lot of bluffing here, and still have a really strong range.
Yeah.
So it's a cool spot. You can do quite a lot of check raising as well, too. Like you could check raise your tens. You can. I don't know what else you'd want to check raise. I mean, I think I would just want to check raise tens, really. But you have a lot of tens you can split between checking and raising. I mean, betting and check raising, or just check folding.
Yeah.
A lot of shit you can do, my brother.
I just like I know that all makes sense, but my kind of my question here is like, if this is a $2 tournament on merged and this guy is just a level one thinker, poker player, isn't it likely that it's going to be a lot more profitable to just go like completely exploitative versus someone like this?
If you know what he's doing, like how
Okay.
confident that you know what he's doing.
Not confident.
So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the problem. Another problem is like we don't know if he's capable of folding a pair to two barrels either, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know that, and also don't know if he ever bluffs here, like with ace high or anything. Um, so I don't know how much EV we have in checking if this guy's just gonna always check down his air.
hmm
Yeah.
So when you're dealt with a lot of unknowns, what do you do?
Play GTO, yo.
You got it. So yeah,
Yeah.
don't over bluff. Don't like have just a super weak checking range. Make sure you check some sevens, bet some sevens. Don't over
hmm
bluff. Don't bluff with shenanigans with zero equity hands and shit like that.
Yep.
Cool.
Makes some sense. Yeah.
You call this rip with 8 9 suited. I don't know if that's good or not.
I think it is.
It's good if he
I don't
jams
know.
Nash. Does he know who John Nash is though?
I don't know. I just think that 10 big blinds, blind versus blind, tends to be a spot where people play pretty close to what they should.
Can we run a few different ranges?
Yeah. Want me to share my screen?
I do. My ICMizer's being a dick, so we have to waste time and do this.
What a dick.
I know. I should get. They emailed me, told me to get Firefox, so I guess I'll do that.
I've tried. That's so dumb. That's the one web browser I haven't tried, and I had so many problems with it, trying to use it. I just ended up downloading it instead of using it in the web browser. But
They don't even let me fucking download it, because they're dicks.
yeah, I had a problem with that too. It took me a while to finally get it to download. But did you send me the hand for this one? The hand history for this one?
Shut up. Well, I like because you have a lot of chips here. You can just take like any EV that comes your way.
True.
So if it's EV of 10 chips, we just take it, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, our playability of our stacks doesn't really change if we lose. Okay, this is... Oh. What do you want to do first? Nash first, or?
Sure, can you reshare your screen? It's frozen. Yeah. Let's see what Mr. Nash says. Tell me results because I'm frozen. Cause I'm in.
9-8 suited makes 117 chips versus Nash.
It's a lot of chips.
Yeah, and the other thing about this spot is I think in general in tournaments most people are tighter than Nash, but the 10 big blinds, blind versus blind spot is I think it's a spot where people actually tend to be wider than Nash.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to prove that's true or not. Give him like 10% less and see what happens.
Okay, there's no oh wait.
My screen's frozen, so just spit out the results.
Okay.
So initially his jamming range was how wide? Like 70% or something?
Yeah, 70%. Yeah, like 71 or something. Yeah. So I'm just bringing it down to 60 now.
Yeah, sure.
And then 9-8 suited there is minus 36 chips. 9-10 suited is plus 100.
So if he's 10% tighter, then your play is bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that margin of error, Sir Douglas.
But what if he's 10% wider?
Correct, but I think it's more likely he's 10% tighter.
All right.
So
I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I agree with that.
Well, here's what I'll say. There's some probability. There's like a decent probability your 9-8 suited is a negative EV call.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's a good point.
But you do have a fuckload of chips, so maybe it's worth it. You know, if there's like an 80% chance your play is good because he's shoving. You know, if there's an 80% chance he's shoving, I don't know, 65% or more, and a 15% chance he's shoving 65% or less, then it's probably a pretty good call.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't like plays that have a decent chance of being a loser.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Did I have any stats on this guy or any hands on him in this spot?
I had no hands on him, but I don't play money poker, so I'm not on there anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. If I had 200 hands on him and he's very active, then I think this is a much better call. But
yeah, the problem is there's a chance he's at 50%. I mean, it's not impossible he's at 50 or even 40 because it's $11 on merge. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would do a shark scope on him. And if he played like a decent amount of tournaments, I would call. If he played very little, I would fold.
That seems like too much work for for a $10 play money tournament.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding. I actually didn't even know if Merge was on Shark Scope.
Yeah, it is on the shark scope.
Okay. Yeah.
Can scope it with sharks. So we are 45 minutes in. Let's see if you can find some more hands here. So yeah, I fold the 9/8 suited personally,
Okay.
but it's
Probably pretty good idea.
I think on like ACRs, if that site was ACR, I think it's more of a call, for sure. Or
Okay.
you're
See,
also
I almost think people tend to be wider on Merge in
well,
that spot.
well. To be fair, I don't fucking play Merge anymore, so you might be
Okay.
right. So I shouldn't.
I mean, if I'm putting myself in their shoes, they're playing with fake money in a $5 tournament or whatever. There's no. I don't think that there's too much pressure to be tight there with 10 bigs, blind versus blind. Like,
what is this? Just forget about that. What is this?
what the fuck? I don't know what this is.
You have a lot of shenanigans hands, which I would put up to shenanigans, but there's so many of them. Like
Mm.
that just seemed very out of character. Like the King 9, this 8/9 suited. And I think there was one more. There was like a 9/8 offsuit call as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, these are costing you. You know, you probably lose a big blind with this play,
Yeah.
which is quite a lot. So, I mean,
I mean, I don't know. I guess my thought process was probably that I could have a pretty decent fold equity on the cutoff and button, and how much equity do I need if I go heads up versus small blind? If you take a step back before I shove, it should give you the pot odds.
uh,
Yeah. So if I have 24% equity versus this jam, and I have just if I did have 100% fold equity, then this would be a good jam, I think. But yeah, I think it should just be.
well, no, I guess you're right. Like if these guys fold enough, your shove is good, right?
Yeah, and I mean the guy limping cutoff probably is folding super frequently. Another thing is I don't know if this is a bounty, but I have been playing a decent amount of small bounty tournaments.
Can we run
so-
this as like let's run this in ICMizer and let's forget about the limp because I don't think you could run it with the limp and it adds extra complexity that I don't want to deal with.
Okay.
And let's run a few different ranges. So the big problem is you never win. You never just win the hand. So you always have to run your equity.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Okay. Just grabbing the hand history. Okay, so I don't have your screen anymore. So cut off, min raised,
Yeah.
small blind shove.
Let's say just button raised and small blind shoves.
Okay.
We'll forget about the limper.
Oh shit! I just made myself button. Okay, there we go. See min raised, small blind shove. Okay.
My screen's frozen, so just keep me updated.
Okay. So I have it set up so button min raised, small blind shoves. Now I need to give ranges to them.
Can you say cut off limps? Is that possible? Because we kind of need his 400 chips in there.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
We can.
All
And then we
right.
can just make it fold.
Can we
So I
say
guess-
he limps aces like 1 or 2% of the time?
I don't know if you can weight it like that.
Oh,
in
can you
here.
just say like he limps 10% and then calls like with aces and kings?
limps 10%.
Yeah, calls with aces and kings.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter what other hands I give him then.
Yeah.
Okay, he limps 10%. What do we want to give the button for his min-raising range?
Uh, that's fucking hard. I don't
Yeah.
know.
This is a tricky one. There's a lot of ranges. Um, yeah, I really don't. I mean, I could just give him like 18% for now and
Yeah, fuck it, whatever.
or 20. I don't know.
The thing is, like, I kind of want to take the top off his range as well because he just
Yeah,
min raises.
yeah, it's true.
Don't sweat the ranges too much. Let's just get a calculation in there and we could tweak it as we go.
Okay, so the jamming range for small blind, I think should be like super wide, but I'll give him like 40% or something, I guess.
The bottom I'd give him any ace, any pair, king, bunch of suited kings, king 8 offsuit, king 9 offsuit, every
Okay,
Broadway, all bunch
all
of
right,
suited shit.
all right, that's about 30% then.
Yeah.
Okay, so those ranges are set up. I guess the only other thing, so the opening ranges are set up, but after I jam, I need to set up cutoff and buttons ranges for calling.
Yep, you already did cutoff, which is just aces and kings.
No, I only gave him his limping range. I didn't give
Okay.
him a calling range yet. Um, shove. Okay, so cutoff overcall and button overcall is here. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, and tell me what you're gonna say button calls with.
Okay, so I gave cutoff aces and kings, button.
And don't stress it too much. We could always tweak it, and we need to do a lot of tweaks anyways. Spot's really
All right.
dynamic.
We'll give him nines plus, ace queen off, ace jacks, ace queen suited. Ace queen plus, nines plus.
Alright, and he has aces and kings in his range and all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a bit on the tight side for his calling range. I'll give him eights as well. Still a bit tight, but all right. I think I'm ready to calculate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if button is calling almost 6% of the time after opening 30% of the time,
Mm-hmm.
9-8 suited is negative 536 chips, so it's slightly over a big blind.
Alright, so, what if you took the top out of the buttons range? Because you just min raised. Take off, like, queens plus, ace queen plus.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
And that might fuck up his call range, so just make sure his call range is still good.
Yeah. Yeah, it made him call 100% when I did that.
Yeah, it always does that.
I think I only want to have him calling pairs now, because I don't think he's going to raise call ace jack now.
Give him ace jack.
Both suited and offsuit?
Yeah.
Okay, 8s plus, or do you want to go like 7s plus now, because it only goes up to jacks?
Give him sevens.
Okay, calculating. Now 9-8 suited makes negative 250 chips.
Take off the ace jack and sevens and shit.
Okay. I'll just take those two off, ace jack and 7s.
Okay, and when the results come, like, reshare your screen so I could just see it.
Okay. Okay, so should be up now. 9-8 suited is still minus 150 almost.
What do we have to do to make 9-8 suited good? What if he's opening 40?
Yeah, he's only opening 17% right now.
Oh, he's only open 17. I thought you said he was opening 30.
Well, he was, but I took the top off, the queens plus and stuff, which made it 17. I think.
No. You must have not had it very high.
Oh, wow. I screwed it up. It was only 20% to begin with, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, take them to like 25, 30 or something. Or go to 30, fuck it. 30's possible.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, for sure.
I don't think this will improve your equity that much. We'll see though. That's my intuition. Alright, so you have Limpert only calling your jam like 10% of the time.
Yeah.
Small blind getting it in with like top 30%, and button raising 30 and calling off like super tight range.
Yeah, sevens through jacks because we took off the top. Um, and that's plus 30 chips.
So I feel like this is pretty fucking close to best case scenario.
Yeah, I would agree. Um, so I mean, I think we should just fold. We could consider flatting too, I guess.
What hands look good most of the time here? What hands look like pretty good shoves regardless of the calculation?
Um,
What were consistently in all these calculations?
like probably fives plus, maybe fours plus. Fours is kind of close, I think. And then like ace eight plus, maybe probably ace seven plus offsuit. And then I think most all suited aces, maybe like ace four and five suited plus ace, yeah, ace four suited plus. And then king 10 suited is always good plus. King 8 suited is questionable, but maybe good in most scenarios. And then Queen 10 suited plus, like Jack 10 suited. 10 9 suited is borderline. Depends on the buttons ranges. Could go either way.
So we could be pretty confident here with like any suited Broadway, pretty good suited aces, and like ace 8, ace 9 off plus, and like king jack off.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's how you do. Like a lot of spots are just uncertain, but when you just run a bunch of calcs, it gives you an idea of what has a high chance of success, what hands don't, basically.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. It's a good approach.
Yeah, and it's good to just get best and worst case scenarios as well.
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
way, like you're keeping it within reason. So, 9-8 suited, very rarely good here.
Yeah.
Just, I
Makes
mean,
sense.
not ever winning pre is kind of gay. You want to keep going? You gotta
Yeah.
go. You're a busy man.
I should probably run. I got a million things to do. But it's been a good session. Um, do you have like 5 minutes that we could chat after you're done recording? Like after the session?
Yes.
Cool.
Alright, I'm gonna stop the recording now.